Hello and welcome to Perspectivas Latinas, a community service of CAN TV. I'm your host, Claudia Urbano. Ecuador is a South American country whose culture is often defined by its Spanish and indigenous traditions. However, very little is known about its rich African roots. Today we're going to explore this aspect of Ecuadorian culture through music. Joining me today, we have Carmen Edith Artistic Director of Pachacamac Foundation, and Christopher Teran and Mateo Borja from Chota Madre, a band from New York City that promotes Afro-Ecuadorian music outside of Ecuador. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for having us.
So I want to start with you, Carmen. Tell us about a little bit about what you do here. The name of the group is Pachacamac Foundation.
Correct.
Why Pachacamac? What does that mean?
Well, Pachacamac has a little bit of history. Pachacamac is my last name, and I created the folk foundation to honor my ancestors, indigenous Andean ancestors, and to honor my family, my father and my mom. And Pachacamac is a Quechua language that means a God is like everything and nothing, meaning a God. And
so you were born and raised in Ecuador?
Yes.
And you moved to the States how long ago?
Well, like 12 years ago.
Wow.
When I was 23, I moved to New York. I lived there for 6 months, and then I moved here to Chicago.
And how did you come up with the idea of having this foundation?
Oh, well, that's a great question. My passion has always been folk music, and I have always felt very identified with my indigenous roots. And in Ecuador, I used to dance folk, when I came to Chicago, I was missing that part of me, my roots. So I decided to create a dance troupe first. And I had many dancers from different countries, but not much Ecuadorians.
That's interesting, yes. I know that you have people from Bulgaria, from America. I collaborate with you too, like from Peru.
The best.
Yes, thank you. But it's a nice way to promote Ecuadorian culture outside of Ecuador. You know, you're projecting your culture and your music and dance to other people who don't know about it.
Yes, and that was the whole purpose. I mean, my human side is to share always with people. So I didn't care the race or ethnicity or religion or gender. So I was open to everybody to come and dance with us, and that just did it, and everybody loved it, and we're being promoting now again stronger the culture.
How good has been the reception with the Ecuadorian community? Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Of course, yeah. Well, the Ecuadorian community is not as huge as in New York here, but we, I think maybe we're like 100,000 people here.
100,000.
Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. I'm having those statistics wrong, so please correct me, anybody that knows exactly the right statistics. But we have a strong community here in Ecuador, which sometimes when I feel homesick, I will just go to one of the stores and buy some products.
I know, and it's easy to find Ecuadorian restaurants around here, you know?
Yes.
The rotisserie chicken places. And,
yes. Yeah, you know, when you're homesick, you want to have something like choclos. Choclos means corn.
Yes.
So you just go to a store and buy some choclos, and then you combine those with some cheese from Jewel. You buy some cheese and mix it with corn.
And it works out, right?
Yes, and then you feel a little bit better. But yeah, the Ecuadorian community is strong here, and I'm very connected with the Ecuadorian consulate here. And that is another vision of Pachacamac Foundation, is to create more culture for Ecuadorians here and from the Chicago people, urban people here too, so we can unite these two groups and, you know, share the beauty of art and dance and music.
Great. So tell us about your connection with Chota Madre. How did that start?
Oh my God, that is a very interesting story, because we met by internet.
Wow,
it's a love story by
Like
internet.
like, you know, a dating.
I know, like a Match.com.
Right.
Kind of. But it was because of Facebook, of course. So I was feeling left out because I wanted to promote very hard the Afro-Ecuadorian culture here in Chicago, but I felt alone. But for some reason I started looking into YouTube for Bomba del Chota, So I typed Bomba de Chota, and then Chota Madre came to my attention, and it had like a very good design, and the music was very good.
Yeah, so if you want, like we can watch a little bit of what they do.
Oh yes, that would be great. Yes.
And the name of the first song is Ecuatoriano Soy. So here it is.
Ecuatoriano soy, Chota Madre. Por donde quiera que yo ande, donde quiera que yo voy, ecuatoriano soy. Hay orgullo en mi gente donde quiera que yo voy. Ecuatoriano soy, por donde quiera que yo ande, donde quiera que yo voy. Ecuatoriano soy, hay orgullo en mi gente donde quiera que yo voy. Ecuatoriano soy, nunca me olvidaré donde yo nací, donde yo crecí, vi salí y ahora me encuentro aquí, en los estados, bien alejado de mi país y de mi patria y de mis seres más apreciados. Aquí me han marginado y me han discriminado, por el color de mi piel no me han aceptado, porque no soy de esos seres que tiene la piel blanca, vi cargar ciertos papeles, no me han querido, pero yo sigo en el mismo sitio, luchando por un sueño aunque mi nombre no se encuentre en los registros, notando mi bandera en alta, mi única intención es poner mi gente en el mapa, y me atacan como si yo fuera el único inmigrante, como si sus familiares nunca hubieran inmigrado antes. Ecuatoriano por donde yo vaya, vi por donde voy, aunque aquí estoy. Ecuatoriano soy, ecuatoriano por donde yo vaya, vi por donde voy, aunque aquí estoy. Ecuatoriano soy, por donde quiera que yo ande, donde quiera que yo voy. Ecuatoriano soy, hay orgullo en mi gente donde quiera que yo voy. Ecuatoriano soy, por donde quiera que yo ande, donde quiera que yo voy. Ecuatoriano soy, hay orgullo en mi gente donde quiera que yo voy. Ecuatoriano soy, mi bella patria como yo la extraño. No lo he olvidado aunque haya pasado varios años. No he olvidado las artesanías, bellos paisajes y mi bella cultura. Y la bella gente mía, palma mía. Tengo la cultura de la más pura tierra dura. Ecuatoriano hasta la muerte segura. Y levanto mi bandera a buena altura. Orgulloso soy de sangre pura. Soy orgulloso de mi tierra, de la patria donde soy, orgulloso de mi bandera. Soy orgulloso de mi tierra, de la patria donde soy, orgulloso de mi bandera. 11 años va alejado de la familia mía, 11 años va esperando la ciudadanía. Trabajando en restaurante y factoría, voy tratando de traer el pan del día. Y me encuentro en el extranjero, vi te juro que prospero. No me olvido de mi pueblo porque ecuatoriano soy. Ecuatoriano soy. Ecuatoriano soy. Ecuatoriano soy. Ecuatoriano soy, por donde quiera que yo ande, donde quiera que yo voy. Ecuatoriano soy, hay orgullo en mi gente donde quiera que yo voy. Ecuatoriano soy, por donde quiera que yo ande, donde quiera que yo voy. Ecuatoriano soy, hay orgullo en mi gente donde quiera que yo voy. Ecuatoriano soy, ecuatoriano soy, ecuatoriano soy, ecuatoriano soy, ecuatoriano soy. Desde la gran manzana hasta la mitad del mundo, Chota Madre.
Very nice, guys. I really like it. So the name of that song is Ecuatoriano Soy, which means?
I'm Ecuadorian. It's pretty much just letting people know I'm Ecuadorian. It's about, you know, our country.
Yeah, so Mateo, you're the singer of this, of the band. Tell us a little bit about the song. How did you come up with the idea?
I actually wrote, that's actually the song that, how I actually met Jose Juan and Christopher. Through that song, it picked up a lot of popularity because I wrote it based on a couple of years ago, there was an Ecuadorian who got assassinated in Long Island. And he's actually from my hometown, Wallacea, Ecuador.
Was this related to that case?
Marcelo Lucero's case?
The xenophobic case that got killed because of being a foreigner living in?
Yes, that was in Long Island, New York. So he's very, he's from my hometown, so it's very close to my community in New York. So based on that, I wrote the song based on, you know, immigration and all the sacrifices that Ecuadorian, not only Ecuadorian people make, but just Latin American people and just immigrants in general make the sacrifice to leave a country to, you know, come over here and they deal with, you know, different, you know, obstacles and a lot of trials and tribulations here. So it's based on that. and also, you know, to show our mostly the youth, you know, to be proud of where you're from. You know, don't forget your roots. Even though I was raised here, but I was born in Ecuador, I still remember where I'm from. I still, you know, I haven't forgotten my roots, my mis principios, how you would say it in Spanish.
All right.
Yeah.
But that's great. That's great. Like that you can combine and balance, you know, both worlds, both sides of you.
Yeah.
So that's the message, I guess, of the group of Chota Madre, because you guys cultivate and promote Afro-Ecuadorian music, but at the same time you're mixing it up with more modern urban rhythms, which is what you're doing in this song.
Yeah, I think particularly the song originally was like an urban hip hop song. When I met Chris and Jose Juan, we actually came up with the idea to make it a little bit more cultural. So more people, not just the youth, will relate to it, but also adults and people that like listening to the, you know, Bomba music, you know, could also enjoy a little bit more upbeat, you know, song. So we sped up the tempo a little bit on the song.
Right.
And it's a little, it's relatable to the youth, because that's our target, to reach out to the young people from our culture and have them embrace our music.
Yeah, because what I've heard is, from what I was talking to you before, is that not many people know about Afro-Ecuadorian music and culture in Ecuador.
Yes.
So I think that's the main mission of the band.
The goal is to, you know, bring that to light, because there's a lot of different genres out there, and it was actually a new genre that I heard some of the songs that Chota Madre originally already did. Like, I've heard them originally, but I never knew what kind of genre it was. I got introduced to it through Jose Juan and Christopher, so that's something that was new to me as well.
Gotcha.
So I'm very honored to be part of the group, and also learning a little bit more about my culture, because I was raised here, so there's certain things that I still don't know about my culture that I'm learning as I go along. So it's been a great experience, and also coming to Chicago and sharing the experience with you guys yesterday at the show. It was definitely a good experience.
Great. So Christopher, were you born and raised in Ecuador, or?
No, I'm actually the opposite of Mateo. I was born here in Queens, New York, but I was raised in Ecuador.
Wow. It's a different experience.
The opposite, yeah. But I was raised in Babura, the province in where the Chota Valley is. There's a great African community over there in the Chota Valley. So I used to hear the Bomba on the radio since I was really young, and from there I like it.
So tell us a little bit, for those of us who are, like, you know, the first time that we're listening to Bomba, what is Bomba?
Bomba is like the mixture of three ethnicities in Ecuador: the African percussion and rhythm with the indigenous melodies and harmonies, the feeling of the indigenous, and the guitar, the stringed instruments from the Spanish, the colonizers. That's what Bomba really is, a mixture.
So you have like the Spanish guitar coming from, you know, the Spanish roots, and then you have the percussion, I guess, that's coming from African roots. Where's the indigenous part being played
in
here?
The melodies, the lyrics, well, no, not the lyrics, the melodies, the harmonies that they use is very similar to indigenous.
That's true, because when I was listening to your music, sometimes it sounds like the guitar especially, it sounds like a charango, which is a musical instrument, a guitar that is used in Andean music. So you can clearly hear the influence of Andean music and culture.
The mestizo.
In Bomba.
Yeah, it's almost the same like in pasillo music, that you have the requinto, like those melodies, beautiful sentimental melodies, but in Bomba, you know, everything is related.
Yeah, and it's very danceable. It makes you like move without you even like thinking of it, you know? It's great. It's very contagious. It's very contagious.
It gets you going in the morning.
I know.
When you don't want to go to work.
You don't need coffee?
Yeah, put some Bomba.
Well, we should let the public know that the Bomba was a forbidden dance in the 1500s.
Oh, tell us about it. That sounds very interesting.
Something that I learned from our research of Jose Juan's, I think, family member. And they did some studies about the Bomba, and they found out that in the 1500s the Bomba was forbidden because of the moves, the sensual moves. And luckily in this time, in this era, it's not forbidden anymore, and we are lucky to have this time and dance the Bomba,
so
the way it's danced.
For those of, for our viewers who don't know who Jose Juan is, who's Jose Juan?
Oh my gosh, Jose Juan is the person that, he's marvelous, humble heart. He's the director of Chota Madre. And because of him, I met Chota Madre.
Oh yeah, you have to finish that love story that
the love
story.
Well, it's a group love story, because I was obsessed with Chota Madre music, so I went to Facebook and I started stalking them and looking for them. I finally was able to get into Facebook, so I sent a message to Chota Madre, well, which I didn't know who was behind Chota Madre, but I was totally in love with Chota Madre, and I just told them that I really like the music, and my dream is for them to come here to Chicago, then I really want them to share the bomba, and I feel identified with it, like Mateo explained, you know, the fusion of being the two worlds, to have the identity, but plus other rhythms, and they combine and they make a bomba.
Yeah, it's interesting, you know, how do you balance that out? You know, living here, like trying to adapt, to adjust to the society you're living in, but at the same time, you know, you cannot forget where you're coming from.
Correct, that is art.
Yes.
That is an art.
That's
and requires time.
Takes balance. You gotta balance it out.
Time.
How's
yes.
your, like, what is your personal experience, for example, you guys? Can you share with, like, how do you do it, or?
I mean, in my personal experience, it's not always too easy, because you know, just as far as the way you dress or simple things like that. When I go back to Ecuador, to my hometown, I'm from Gualaceo, I was born there, but nobody knows me there. So to them, I'm like
A foreigner.
I'm a foreigner, and then I'm over here, and to the people here, you know, people that I don't know, I'm a foreigner as well.
So you don't
it's kind of
fit
like
in
I don't
any,
have,
yes,
you know,
roots.
roots where I fit. So mixing everything together gives me, you know, my own identity. This is who I am. You know, I'm a mixture of two worlds. And it's actually a good thing, because we get to experience the best of both worlds.
Great. So now we have some time to, like, listen to a second song of yours. Do you want to introduce it, Christopher?
Yeah, this next song is Bomba Caliente. It's a very famous song in Ecuador. It talks about the bomba rhythm and how contagious it is.
Awesome. Let's hear it.
Let's dance.
Yes.
Caliente para que goce mi gente. Yo traigo mi bomba caliente para que goce mi gente. Porque si mi bomba se siente en este valle candente. Porque si mi bomba se siente en este valle candente. ¡Ey! ¡Sube! Chota Madre. En las orillas del río Chota, la gente siempre contenta está. Con sus paisajes el sol radiante, sobrepasa la gran ciudad. La calidez de un ritmo que contagia, con gusto lo bailamos y su nombre es Bomba. La calidez de un ritmo que contagia, con gusto lo bailamos y su nombre es Bomba. Bomba, 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 bomba. Hey, 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 hey. Chota Madre, sube, sube. Chota Madre. En las orillas del río Chota, la gente siempre contenta está. Con sus paisajes el sol radiante sobrepasan la gran ciudad. La calidez de un ritmo que contagia, con gusto lo bailamos y su nombre es Bomba. La calidez de un ritmo que contagia, con gusto lo bailamos y su nombre es Bomba. Bomba, 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 bomba.
Very good, guys. Congratulations. That made me dance here at City, and like that was awesome. So tell us a little bit about your projects. Do you have any projects going on, Christopher? Do you want to share with us?
Yeah, for this 2013, we have a very big project and dream for us, which is to document the banda Mocha in Ecuador. That's for those of you who don't know, that's a very little known tradition in the Chota Valley, which is people that, due to lack of economic resources, had to find ways to make their own instruments to play the music in the town parties. So they actually did from vegetables and plants, they made instruments. Like they have a process of making them, so that's really interesting, and they play with it.
What kind of instruments are they making? What do they use for that?
Vegetables from the area, like they use the
Like the
leaf.
leaves?
Yeah, leaves
The
from
orange leaf.
orange
Oh,
leaf and
orange
also
leaf.
lemon leaf.
Okay.
Yes.
They make a really characteristic sound, and
So it's
also
like a trumpet?
Like a
they put it in
harmonic.
You can say like a
like a
harmonic.
harmonic, yes.
Oh,
sound.
interesting.
and also I don't know how they call it, the rábano. They
Quite cool.
The
The
rábano.
radish.
empty
The radish. The
The
radish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So they
they
use the
emptied it.
radish as a musical instrument?
Yes.
yeah, they make a hole and take
So
everything
creative.
out, and they have like a trumpet there.
Wow.
So
You
we
know,
wanna
I'm gonna
like
try to make it at home, but I don't know. Like,
It's really hard.
Good luck.
Yeah. Good luck with it.
so we wanna
And I
try
was-
to
uh-huh.
learn how they make it, and also learn to play the instruments and bring it to
That sounds
Yes,
super
it's-
interesting. I've heard like, you know, that it takes a lot of art
yeah.
to be able to create an instrument out of like plants
Yes.
and then to play and make music out
Yeah.
of it. I mean, my respects.
Yeah, so we're
Masters.
working right now on the project, writing it, taking it on, making it on paper, and
Uh-huh.
try to work with foundations to get support
Mhm.
to do that.
That's
That's a
great. That's
great-
great. So this is what
great
you want to
project.
do this year. You're gonna be
Yeah.
like doing a fundraising or
A
promoting?
fundraising, yeah, we're working on it. It's still like
In the beginning,
Work in
yeah.
process.
yes. Well, you let us know, and if people are interested in, you know,
Yeah,
helping
by
you with this.
buying our CD, checking our website, chotamadre.com,
Uh-huh.
you will be supporting us.
Do you want to spell it out for people who don't know?
Yeah, it's Chota Madre, CHOTAMADRE.com.
Great, great. And Chota comes from the region of Chota in Ecuador,
The
right?
Chota Valley in Ecuador, yeah.
And why Madre?
Because it's like the motherland for the rhythm that we play.
Oh, yeah,
I know.
because Bomba is characteristic of that region of
Yeah,
Ecuador, right?
it's from there.
Great, great, great. How about you, Carmen? Edith?
Well, I have a lot of projects, but one important project is to keep working with the art support, promoting Afro-Ecuadorian folk and Andean folk, and also creating an awareness of what is happening in Ecuador and the prejudice that this Afro-Ecuadorian community is passing through, and also the indigenous community. So we are going to have a fundraising too, and maybe in October, and we are looking for students from college, universities here in Chicago that would like to volunteer and learn this art. Please welcome to come to our Pachacamac folk dance troupe, and you can check out our website, which is pachacamac.org. I think it's going to be written in the.
Just spell it out, just in case.
Oh, I'm going to spell it. I'm not a good speller, but I'm going to try it. It's pachacamac.org. So please check our website, and I hope anybody that is interested in this beautiful art, come and join us, and you will have fun. You will meet beautiful people like Chota Madre.
Yeah, you're gonna have fun.
So
Yeah.
please help us to help.
Yes, and you have beautiful outfits. Beautiful
yes.
outfits
Thank
from Ecuador.
you.
Traditional, colorful, very.
Yes, a lot of history with each costume. And in some of the costumes, like in the Bomba costume, we are redefining a little bit the costumes, because also another vision of Pachacamac is to support and empower women. So
Nice.
we want to make women freedom and express themselves with art.
That's great. That's a good mission.
Yes, it is.
Congratulations, Edith, for everything that you do for the Ecuadorian community and for the arts communities here in Chicago. And it's because of you that we have this wonderful group coming all the way from New York City. So thank you so much for doing this, and thank you so much, guys, for coming to New York, from New York to Chicago.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you to you. Thank you to Can TV.
Great.
Thanks for the opportunity, and of course for my
Thank you.
my beautiful guys. Thanks.
Yes, and please, I hope it's not the last time that you visit Chicago.
For sure, it will not.
Yeah, next time you have to come in the summertime, because you know,
Oh, that
it's
would
so
be
cold
great.
right now.
Chicago summertime. That would be
Summer.
awesome.
Cold
Yeah.
out here right now.
Yes.
The public
yes.
deserve to see Chota Madre.
Yes, and dance a lot with you guys. So,
Thank
please
you.
keep us
Looking forward
updated. Yes,
Thank you.
yes. Any other last remarks that you want to remind?
I want to
the
say
audience?
hi to my mom.
It's just saying hi to all the Ecuadorian community in New York,
Yes.
and also out here in Chicago.
Great, great. Well, thank you. Thank you. I would like to thank my guests, Carmen, Edith Fries, Christopher, and Mateo, for joining us today. Perspectivas Latinas is a community service of Can TV. If you're not non-for-profit organization would like to use Can TV, please call us at 312-738-1400 and ask for non-profit services. Tune in to Perspectivas Latinas for local issues and concerns every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. on Can TV on Channel 21. I'm Claudia Urbano. Thank you for joining us, and we will leave you with a last song from Chota Madre, whose name is Ñucayacta, right? Ñucayacta, which means my land. Thank you so much.
Chota Madre.